So for this song, I want to teach what a day that will be. It's going to use 3 chords the whole song. I have the C notes marked for you to be able to reference. First, we're going to start out learn just with the right hand, the G chord. Take the G note right here and play every other white key. There is coming a day when no heartache shall come, no more. Then go to a D, which is the D note, every other white key, but you take your first finger up to the F sharp. So D, F sharp, and an A. No more clouds in the sky, no more, back to G. Tears to dim the eye, all is, and then a C note, C chord, play a C every other note, all is peace forevermore. On that, back to G, happy golden shore. What a day, glorious day that will be. I'm going to have the chords and the lyrics on AcousticSelection.com on the playlist tab, the far right hand tab. So first you want to learn just the right hand, then you're going to learn the left hand, do the exact same thing. So if I'm playing a G chord here, I'm going to play a G chord here. You can do personal preference, but what I will do, I will use in my left hand my pinky finger, middle finger, and thumb. Let's say for a G. On my right hand, a lot of times I'll play my thumb, first finger. Again, this is just personal preference. Thumb, first finger, and middle finger, because I'll sometimes play even a high G, or high C, or a high D with my pinky. So again, that's just whatever you prefer. What you want to eventually do is where you can do both hands. Well, so start out with the chorus going to be a C. Let me get my lyrics here back so I can cheat. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. So you can see, to give a rhythmic pattern, what I'm doing, I'm hitting, so C. What a day, then just right hand. What a day that will be when my, then the G. Jesus I shall see. Because the left hand's doing what's called a bass note, and your right hand is doing your melody with your chords. Jesus I shall see when I, the D. Look upon his face, the one who saved me by his grace. And when he takes me by the hand and leads me through the promised land, what a day, glorious day that will be. So many people will write me and say, Matt, I've got the basics. I understand the right hand chord. I understand the left hand chord. I understand how to combine them, but I want to advance a little bit. So this is it's kind of hard to teach this, because, hear me when I say this, there's no exact pattern that I'm doing. I'm just playing the notes within that chord. So I can play any note, and it's just a matter of practicing, getting a feel for it. And I'm also playing the high note. So again, for a G, I'm playing a high G, a C, a high C, for a D, a high D. So you can see, instead of sounding so, what a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look, instead of sounding so methodical, when you start running between the notes, it gives it a little more. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon his face, the one who saved me by his grace. And when he takes me by the hand and leads me through that promised land, what a day, glorious day that will be. You can even play up and down. It's harder to see probably, up and down the keyboard. keyboard or piano for a there is coming a day when no heartache shall come, no more clouds in the sky, no more tears to dim the eye. God is peace forevermore on that happy golden shore. What a day, glorious day that will be. What a day that will be. You see, it gives it a more rich sound. And the last tip is make sure you use that foot pedal. The foot pedal helps drag the chords out. Suspends the chords in terms of music. You see, without the foot pedal, C, D, G, the chords stop. With the foot pedal, you see it blends together. So again, without, with. So it helps really smooth those chords. So work on blending those chords out, work on going back and forth between the notes to get a little fancier. Let's get into a devotion here. So for this devotion, I want to challenge you to memorize a scripture that should always be in the back of your mind for encouragement. The song says, what a day that'll be when my Jesus I shall see. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. This is Paul writing to the church at Corinth. He says, it is written, no eye has seen, and no ear has heard, and no human mind has conceived the things God has prepared for those who love Him. You think you've seen good in this life? You think you've seen some great things? Listen to what Paul says there to the church of Corinth. No eye has seen, no ear hath heard, your mind cannot even conceive. In John chapter 14, I think it is, Jesus told His disciples, in my Father's house are many mansions, and I'm going to go prepare a place, and I'm going to come back and receive you into my own. Let that comfort you. Let that bring you spirit. You'll uplift your spirit today. What a day that'll be when my Jesus I shall see. God is so good. Love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Shoot me a message, any questions, and God bless you.